What's up, everybody? Hola! Should I do a proper intro? Damn, Dysev. Squared one, spooky. My God, thank you so much. You care. What's up, everybody? Feels pretty good to be live streaming. Really, that looks weird. That looks really weird. So yeah, we're trying this out. Let me know if my audio is good and all that other stuff. I know this camera is a little funky. Like, I don't know. It's not the best quality, but we're gonna do what we can. I did some switching around of the studio. Look at all them emotes. I'm like the king of emotes at this point, right? But yeah, proper intro. Welcome everybody to B10A Art. My name is Lazaro Gomez, and this is my live stream here on Twitch. Thank you for joining me. We're here with Dicef, with Squared Shorts, TV the right. We are taking over your live stream with emotes. Yeah, looks good. All right, cool. So yeah, I had to switch some things around. So like, all right. So when I do my B10A Art stuff, I try to bank things in, meaning I do a lot of like things within one day. So like when I'm doing the podcast, Noodle Doodle, I do 12 of them, and so that's one a month, and then I could just like upload them as we go along. So there's that. Then I do this live stream, which normally it's drawing, with my tablet and whatnot. So that is a separate setup. But since I haven't been able to do artwork because of my eye, basically where we're at is I'm waiting for my new prescriptions to come in. So like, I've healed from the last episode of cortical erosion that I had, thankfully. But I have these new medicated drops that I'm using for sleeping, and then I have these other medicated drops that I use throughout the day. For those who don't know, I work on technology and artwork, so I'm literally in front of screens all day long for both, right? For my job and my passion. And so you can imagine I go from multiple monitors to a laptop and my desktop setup here to my tablet, and it's a lot of different screens, and it's totally messing up my eyes. But anyways, I got my eyes examined, and we have a solution for now that's going to help with my erosion. Ultimately, the cure to my condition is to have a very invasive surgery that I'm not quite ready to have yet. And so, long story short, this setup is different from my regular art setup, different from my podcast Noodle Doodle, different from when I do Spooky with Squared and Moon Boy. And it's all like very different from work. So I have two laptops, which you don't really see, but I have my home personal art laptop over here. I have of course, my art tablet. I have my work laptop, which is completely out of the mix. And while I'm doing artwork, that's not being used. So yeah, it's all very crazy and convoluted. So the reason why I did all of that is so that we can do the live stream now. I've been kind of holding off on doing my regular live stream because it is kind of different and strange and weird. Look at all them emotes. It's different from the stuff that I do with Spooky, and that's cool, like there's I like that there's a separation, and there should be a separation, just because it's not my show. You know what I mean? So, I do a live stream. I do a podcast. All of this stuff eventually gets chopped up and sent to YouTube for whatever I can show over there. But if you've been here for quite a bit, you know that I do shorts. And so we look at movie trailers, we look at anything art related, uh, like art related videos here, which end up being shorts on YouTube. And so now, since the next month is going to be really busy for me, I pre-recorded those. Yeah, I pre-recorded those, and I have them queued up to hit one a week on YouTube. But I did like the format of that. I like the fact that I could bank some of these, right? And so normally we do them live here on the live stream, but it just happened to work out to where I pre-recorded them, and so I kind of like that. The same way I do my podcast. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. And so today, what? Yes, Discord. All right. So yeah, this time tonight we switched it up a little bit, being that I can't really do artwork on the tablet for a long time, just because it hurts my eyes and stuff. So I figured we can work on other projects, and so this particular project was started a while ago. I teased about it. Here we go. I teased about it today on Twitter and Instagram. A long time ago, many moons ago, in a galaxy far away, I created custom Funko Pops for people, and it was great, but it was very taxing. And so the amount of commissions that I got from those was so high that it was starting to affect me physically, in the sense that I was getting really bad back aches just from being hunched over and working on this stuff. It's like it was very uncomfortable. And it's okay to do a few, but I was doing like hundreds of these things, and I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I did an entire wedding party one time, which was pretty awesome. But it was just one of those things that I couldn't continue doing it and preserve my health, because that does happen. Like when you work on certain things, it does take a toll. And so, long story short, I made a mold of a Funko Pump of a Funko Pop head. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, you remember the good old days of the custom pops. Yeah, and it's really funny because it all started with a Spawn pop. Somebody hired me. you're a Funko Pop head. No, your mom. Yeah, you have a weakness for Spawn. Exactly. And that's kind of what happened. It started out with a commission. Someone hired me to make a Spawn pop because no Spawn pops existed for some reason. I don't know. I guess Todd McFarlane did not like the idea of having Spawn be a pop. That's what I'm guessing, because there really was no pops anywhere. I have behind me, you can't really see it, but I have Malabolja, and I have some Spawn toys and stuff like that I've collected throughout the years. And so for whatever reason, there was no like Spawn pops, and So this guy's like, man, I love Spawn, and if you can, if you can make one for me, that'd be awesome. And I was like, yeah, man, no, no worries, I can do that. Because at the time, nobody, um, nobody knew about it, but Funko was actually putting out blanks, right? Because at the time, um, Dunny and Money and all these little vinyl toys were, or these artists were making their own like vinyl toys, right? Which I thought was like freaking awesome. And so, I bought a few and I messed around with them, and I still have them around the house because I loved them. I love vinyl figures. I love vinyl toys. I thought it was fantastic. And that was in the way back. If anybody remembers the Friday night live stream, I used to do that on YouTube. And so, yeah, that's where I would create those kinds of things and stuff. But yeah, so Funko started putting out this custom, this custom pop that you can. It was blank, but you can customize it however you want. And so, my my trash can genius, for whatever it's worth, decided, hey, what happens if I use sculpting mold or sculpty clay on on this figure? Will it work? Can I customize it some way? It's Botard. What's up, Cryptoctic? Thank you for retweeting me today. I appreciate that. You hated the design I made? Oh, I hated the design I made? What design? For the Pop-Tarts? I thought it was pretty cool. If that's what you're talking about. But yeah, Botard in the house. If I could like start selling like actual, snacks that people would eat, that'd be funny. They're still called retweets. Oh yeah, X tweets. What are they? whatever Elon wants to call it now. That's what they are. But this actually this video goes out especially to Moonboy, being that his little joke on me was great. You have a show where you sand stuff for an hour, and yeah, that's what we're doing today, just for him. So, anyways, I did this commission, like this Spawn Pop commission for this guy. He posted online. I posted online as well. Next thing you know, I had another commission and another one, and just like DJ Khaled, it was like another one. It's like, and I had people just coming out of the woodwork, like, "Hey man, you did this Spawn Pop. Can you make me one?" And it's like, that was my catastrophic failure because, oh wow, success, right? But it was funny in the beginning. Because I showed pictures of the Spawn Pop to my friends and coworkers and whatnot, and they were like, "Whoa, that's a custom pop. They don't sell that. Like, how'd you make that?" So I told them, I need a clean brush. Stand by. Look at my belly. It's nice to have tools handy. Nice and in the reach. So anyways, I showed my buddy this, and he's like, "That's pretty awesome, man. You think you could make me one?" And I'm like, "Sure." And this kept on going, but it kept evolving, and so like I had one guy, he wanted the Spawn Pop, and then his buddy wanted a Spawn Pop too, so I made his, and then like this other guy was like, "Yeah, I saw that you make a Spawn Pop, but can you make this? And I'm like, yeah, I can make that. And it just kept going and going and going. It's like, well, I want to surprise my wife. You know, we're getting, you know, I'm gonna like propose to her, and it'd be cool if we had our pops. And I'm like, all right, cool, I did that, and it kept on and kept on. And so then it was like I had so many boxes up here of like female and male pops, and that I had to like make commissions of. And at the time, they were like $8, maybe like $6 or $8. They were like super cheap. And so I bought like 20 of these things. Oh, you had one of those? Oh, okay, gotcha. So you had a blank. I never saw it. Did you make anything with it? Like, I used to sand for 8 hours, 5 days a week, right? Freaking boats. You think you want a Spawn Pop now? so, so yeah, I got to the point that I was like, man, I'm making so many of these. Like I was doing regular pops, but I was also doing Spawn Pops. So it was like, hey, can you do a pop of like my daughter with whatever? Like her favorite cartoon is Powerpuff Girls. It was like, yes, I can do that. And then it was like, can you make me a pop? Okay, but can you make me a Spawn Pop? It's like, yep. So it kept going and kept going. I think my favorite Funko Pop I have is Han Solo trapped in carbonite. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. I do have quite a decent collection of Funko Pops, just because whatever. But yeah, that one is a cool one, Cryptoxic. And so anyways, I was making so many of these that I'm like, you know what? I need to make a mold of the Funko head, so that I could model all of the the mask and stuff like that of Spawn, and I don't have to model it every single time. So like basically make a model of the head, do the mask stuff, make another model, or sorry, make another mold, and make a mold of the pop head, do the Spawn stuff, do another mold with the Spawn stuff, and then I could just pop out these heads, and saves me time, because I had to model this every single time, and there's no real way to like do it properly, stencil wise, or like painted or anything. No, this is actual. This is like clay. This is the sculpting, and so that kind of separated me from the other Spawn Pops that were out there, which they were pretty cool, but they didn't have the same level of of detail, because one Spawn Pop would take me like a week to do. And there were of course different outfits and stuff like that from all the different comics, and so that was the idea. The idea was to do that, and then in the process of making or testing the pop head, right, from the mold, I messed up. Something happened, and it was just half of it that came out, right? So like only half of it came out proper, and I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this crap? And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'll make myself a Spawn magnet, right? A Spawn magnet, that'd be kind of cool. I could put it on my fridge, and that'd be kind of neat. And if anybody wanted one, yeah, I could make a mold of this and then just send them out. You could paint them however you want, because I would send out blanks, or I could paint my own and then put them on eBay for whatever, right? And so that's kind of where we're at now. So that was the idea about like two years ago, to make these magnets, make these Spawn magnets. And so yeah, life got in the way. I got tons and tons of projects, other things, other art related things, and so I couldn't get the task completed, along with the eye issue and whatnot. And so here we are, uh, revisiting the idea of making spawn magnets, right? Spawn magnets. Their figures and bobbleheads aren't classified as figurines. Ah, okay. Even though are supposed to be collectibles. Right. That's not confusing. Yeah, it's. I know what you're saying, Cryptoxic, and it's just weird. You know, it's weird. But yeah, like I think something like, my Goku, that would be kind of like a figurine, but it all depends on who you ask and who wants to define it. To me, I don't think it matters much. Whatever you want to call it is cool with me. But yeah, with the Funko stuff, like it's its own thing. And so, anyways, I had so many commissions and I was doing so many pops that it was just taxing. It was taxing my health, and I had to take a break. And people were getting upset because I was turning them down. So like I reached a certain level, like I reached a certain amount of pops, and I'm like, all right, this is not gonna work because I'm spending so much time away from my family, uh, doing these commissions, and it really doesn't matter. And so I started out charging like $25 for each one. It got to the point where I was charging $150 for each one, and they were still paying it. Like I could have charged 300, and people would still pay it. And so I thought that was a bit ridiculous. I'm certainly not going to take advantage of someone like that. I would assume zero moving parts is figurine. Mm, yeah. Then anything with joints that move would be a figure or an action figure. Yeah, anything that has articulation definitely is an action figure. But I think that was more of a marketing, 80s marketing campaign, like the word action figure. Maybe even older because GI Joe was like what 50s and 60s, and those were 6-inch figures, action figures. Yeah. And so, anyways, here we are, spawn magnets, but also, and here's where I dig my own grave. Um, I don't know that I can make full size, custom Funko Pops again, but I could certainly. I still have the mold for this, and I could certainly make custom Funko heads as magnets for people. So, like, let's say Dice F1 we put a beard and put his hair and his glasses and all that stuff. I could do that, um, if I want to get back into that. I'm still tossing that around in my head. But for right now, I'm good with doing the magnet, and then also, oh, I just broke it. It came off. I gotta glue it down. It's so like Dice Funko Pop. Yeah, like I said, just I'm being cautious with that. I'm not saying I'm going to. Doing that magnet would be neat. Hey, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Science Circuits, fellow artist in the trenches of the art world. Make sure to post your link. That way, everybody can follow along and see your artwork to your website or whatever you like. And yes, I owe you art, and I have said art ready. I just gotta, I just gotta meet up with you. Yeah, spawn pops. Magnets. I the idea was I wanted one for myself, and that's usually how these things go, right? So like if I have one and someone sees it, it's like, hey, I want one too, and it's like, all right. make a mold and reproduce it. But in this particular case, I'm just gonna work on this one, get this one finalized, and then say, hey, who wants one? You know, and make 30 or 40 of them or whatever. But I would leave some blank in case, you know, they want to paint them however they want, if they want to take a stab at it. Or I could paint them. Or I could paint them here. So yeah, that's where we're at. And then also for the holidays, I usually do art drops and stuff like that on the Han season, like all the places I go to. So like Screamageddon, like I'm wearing a shirt, Screamageddon. Not really. I've just been sketching at work, having done a whole lot of. Oh, okay. Yeah, right on. Right on. Whatever you're comfortable with. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put pressure on you or anything like that. But it's nice to share fellow artists' work, as I've been doing on the Discord. I'll put links to all of that stuff at the end of the stream. I started a Discord for artists, so like if you want to just hang out, you know, if you're an artist and want to hang out, that's a cool place to hang out. If you like art and want to discover a new artist and stuff like that, also a good place to do that. Discord. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't have. You know me, man. I don't have any of that stuff set up. I just stream whenever. I'm horrible. I just think there's like 1,000 artists on here, so we don't need 1,001. It's kind of like gamers. There's like 1,000,000 gamers. But anyways, for the hunt season, I usually do a lot of art drops. You just bought one. You bought one what? What'd you buy, señor? Oye, chuleta. So anyways, for the hunt season, I usually do art drops all over the different places that I go to and visit. And I've been doing that for years. It was funny. It was funny. I was talking to Mark, who runs Horror Night Nightmares, that he remembers Jeremy and I, J.W. Fearman, like in the early years, just running around all over Universal Studios, dropping artwork for, you know, just for people to collect, like friends and stuff like that. Get ready to pick up a second print. Okay. Ah, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, before I forget, anybody who follows me on any social media obviously gets 2 for 1. So if you purchase the Ghostface print, select a different print, let me know what it is, and I'll send it to you. Also, you get free stickers that are up here somewhere, and some little extra goodies. Thank you very much. But yeah, we were laughing because it's like, man, that seems like ages ago, and we used to do art drops all over the park, just for our friends, and it was a fun thing to do, and it kind of helped put our name out, and put our artwork out, right, and kind of test what people would like and what they don't like, because I mean that's something that happens. We don't always know what people would like or would like to see. Like, I try not to do a lot of fan art stuff. I do have, fan art, of course, just like every artist does. But I tend to be kind of selective. But I deal more in, yeah, exactly, the OGs of guerrilla art, or the old gorillas of art, or the old HHN gorillas. But yeah, oh man, trust me, I feel my age when when I'm in forums and stuff like that, because just like everything has changed so much. And I'll tell you what, Jeremy, JW Fearman, he moved into a new direction, which I'm really really proud of him for it. Um, you want me to tell you which one in the chat? Yeah, whatever you like. You could send me a DM. That's fine. Um, and yeah, it's all free shipping, so you don't have to worry about it. If you ever lose your print or it gets damaged in some way, shape, or form, I send you another one for free, absolutely free. But yeah, so he moved in a new direction. He started doing like cosplay with his daughter, and so when his daughter was born, he was kind of in this place like he wanted to do things creatively, but he had to take care of his daughter. Plus, he was working full time, so it was very challenging for him. And so that's where the podcast came up. So Dreaded Dimensions is his podcast, and he tells really really funny horror related stories where he does all the voices, he does all the editing, he does all the writing, he does all the artwork, he does literally everything. JW Halloween costumes, yeah, there you go. And so he's been getting a lot of attention with that, and I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. And with his podcast, I was there just like a lot of people when they're starting out brand new. Um, I love to be part of that process, and I love to be involved in new things and stuff like that. And so he was like, "Man, I want to do this podcast," and I'm like, "Do it, do the podcast, dude. Like, even no matter what, just do it. It's gonna be fantastic." And so he started doing it. Yeah, his pyramid head was sick, um, and so he did it. And he did the podcast with his friends and stuff like that, and just family members that were helping him do it. And so now his daughter is involved in the podcast, and it's so freaking funny, super super cute, and it just it's great to see that sort of stuff. But um, during the pandemic, he was kind of doing a tribute show, and he brought me to tears because, and I'm man enough to admit it. I don't care. Like, he brought me to tears because at the end, like, he kind of he was doing a big thank you to everybody, and he mentioned me, and I was like, God, dude, like, you don't have to mention me, but it was fantastic to hear it, um, and I was so proud of him. And you can still hear the podcast. It's still available, Spotify, and you know, all these different places. But I'm really proud of the work that he's done, and so yeah, we used to we used to just run around. We were like the artist of HHN. It was myself. It was a few other artists that kind of jumped in, and so it was a lot of fun. But I was thinking this year. Hey, check my text. Okay, like right now. Ah. All right, stand by. I'll be back. Yeah, I already dedicated this live stream to you, so go away. Let me check my email real quick. But yeah, I can certainly do that for you. Ba- 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 ba. Okay, so was it sent? Oh, I see. There you go. Ooh, sanding. Go away. It's good to see you, man. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So this year, I was like, I've been dropping, like art prints, also stickers, and just fun little things here and there, discount codes or whatnot. But I think this year I'm switching it up, and so um, this is obviously not a a new concept or a brand new bot 10 art idea. It is not. Um, I'm actually stealing it from somebody else. And I have zero qualms with me being on a live stream and saying that I'm stealing it from somebody else because I thought the idea was really, really cool. Last year, during the holidays, my wife and I, we sat down because we were watching the Macy's Day Parade. Kids were running around somewhere, and my wife and I sat down in a particular spot, and there was a window there, and on the window there was a little ledge, and there was a little ornament, a little Christmas ornament, like a Grinch Christmas ornament, which I thought was super super cool. It had a note on it. Um, it had a note on it, and the message was very very cool. And we were like, "This is neat." The fact that somebody's running around doing this is pretty neat. There was nothing to buy, nothing to get involved with. There was no community, no podcast, no nothing. It was just a simple message of Christmas, you know, um, along the lines of growing your heart like the Grinch. And I was like, dude, that is freaking awesome. It is awesome. And so the beautiful queen and I were like, that'd be kind of neat if we did button art stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that would be kind of neat. And so I've been wanting now for a couple of years to do ornaments. So like this can very easily become an ornament, um, and coming up with the idea of what I want the ornament to be is basically the only thing stopping me right now. So I'm thinking this year in the haunt season, instead of doing art prints and stuff like that, I'm gonna leave these ornaments lying around. And so I already have all the stuff ready to make molds. I have the subject. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say what it is, but I have what I'm gonna use as an ornament, and we're gonna make copies of it and then spread them around. So if you're out and about in any local haunt season, in the haunt season, if you're out and about in any local park, let's say SeaWorld, Howl-O-Scream, HHN, Screamageddon, or any other local haunt here in Orlando, look out, be on the lookout for Bot 10 Art, Christmas ornaments. So yeah, there you go. And again, doing that sort of stuff to kind of keep the creative juices flowing. And once I get my glasses, I'll be able to do more art related streams. But lately, I've been just kind of resting, letting my eyes rest and stuff like that, and doing stuff like this. So I am committed to commissions. Like when I opened my commissions last time, I know Dicef, I still owe you one, and I will get to that. I'm currently wrapping up another commission, but I'm going like really really slow. So, but I will get to it. All right, so that was 220. How much was that? How much was that? What was it? 150. All right, so we got to go up. 220. That'll work. 220. So yeah, hopefully everybody had a great weekend. And if you're working today, I apologize. Sorry. Hope your work day goes by smoothly. And, or if you're chilling at home, that's good too. Thank you so much for everybody. Of course, posting and reposting my stuff. I appreciate it. It's always cool. Always cool. Here we are. Bot10 art. A show about sanding. I'm an expert at sanding. That is true. That is true. So yeah, just a friendly reminder. If you want to go on Discord, just type in Bot10 Art. You'll find me. And join the Discord there. We have a lot of cool stuff. I do a weekly challenge every Friday. I post up an image. And, of course, it's not being graded by any teacher or professional or anything like that. It's just simply to get those creative juices flowing, like I said. Just stay moist. If Step On Me was here, she'd be like, gross. But yeah, every Friday morning, I post an image that everybody can kind of emulate or copy, or not copy, but create in their own style just for practice. And it's fun, it's fun, keeps everything flowing. I think the biggest thing that we don't do is practice. So that's detrimental for an artist. Like if you're not practicing on a daily basis, then you're letting your skills go to waste. And that's like literally the worst thing you can do. So we have that. I have a little section for food, being that I'm a big foodie. Of course, all of my stuff is going to be vegetarian, but I like to share what I eat and where I go and stuff like that. But if you're a foodie yourself and want to share, then please, by all means, post up, become friends. I try to keep it all pretty much light and fluffy. I mean, there's enough doom and gloom in the world, so we don't need all of my stuff to be doom and gloom. Also, I share like tips and tricks for artists, especially young artists that are starting out, that may not have like resources and stuff like that. And so, good places to get like art supplies. I know that, tents are a big thing if you're doing markets and, what do they call that? Like weekend farmers markets and shows like that. Cheap places to get tents and tables and carts and all that good stuff. So we have that. We also have just movie night. Every once in a while, I'll play a movie, and we can all hang out there. A lot of different things. A lot of different goodies happening in the Discord. In the old Discord. Let me refresh. Yes. Yeah. I do have some art prints that I'm working on pretty soon that are coming out. So keep an eye out for that. And if you see art, like if you see B10 toys on eBay and it has my art prints, that's really me. You're safe to purchase prints from eBay as long as you see that it's me and not somebody else, which has happened before. There was a company in California that was selling all of my prints. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, the strange thing is that they were buying them like legitimately from my website and then reselling them. But they never contacted me to say, hey, can we strike up a deal or something? And so I approached them about it. It's like, hey, you bought some of my prints, which is nice, and then stole the others, which is not. Do you want to work something out? And they very politely told me to go kick rocks, and I was like, okay, cool. So I reported them, and they were shut down. Missed opportunity, I guess. 500. We're gonna keep climbing higher. We're almost to the point where I can make a mold of this. Yeah. I'd have to wash this. You hyped. What happened? Why are you so excited, Cryptoxic? Hey everybody, post your links, man, to your Twitch and whatnot. Dicef, Squared, Spooky Shorts, Cryptoxic, please. So where everybody can find you and we could all be friends all up in here. Dicef, I have something I'm going to be working on pretty soon. Actually, I have it right here. I get to tease Dicef a little bit. Here we go. Ooh, baby. I know you excited. You probably have one. Don't you have a Helios? You have a Helios? I have two, actually. So if anybody wants to trade or buy it, let me know. We'll do fair price. Fair price, bro. But yeah. I am going to build my Helios pretty soon, which I'm excited about. Yes, sir. Oop. Maybe I should stay in the camera. You know, an art show should show what it is they're doing. Cryptoxic. He's hype, bro. Oh yeah. What's for dinner today, Squared? You normally watch when you're preparing dinner, right? Around this time. My dinner is gonna be done here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go probably up to like 7:15, somewhere around there. Not too long. Yeah. Hopefully, the next time we're streaming, I'll have a mold of this bad boy, and I could show painting some of these. That'd be kind of cool. There we go. Will it zoom in? Little spawn pop. Little magnet. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I think it'll look neat too, like, cause it'll have some heft to it, but as I'm making the molds, I'm gonna be putting a round magnet like right here, so it should hold really nicely. You know. But yeah, I'm hoping to do like 10 of these, just to give out to the amigos. Yeah. It's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Smooth Corinthian leather. Smooth Corinthian leather. Trivia. That's funny. In the Friday night live stream, I used to do trivia. Strange but true. I might do that. If you guys are interested in that, do some trivia. One trivia question. Maybe. Yes. It's a laid back thing, baby. Yeah. Smooth jazz. Aha. I still got to learn how to do all that raids and whatnot. Send people somewhere. I'll eventually figure it out. But that won't be today. There is an easy way to do this. But I do like the sanding because it gives, you can't really tell, but it does give it like a little bit of tooth. And I want, like, the mask part is like super smooth because I used alcohol for that. But I want the cape, or the cowl, I guess, or cape, to have like a texture, almost like a fabric, but you know, So hopefully you can see that. And I wanted to kind of have that, you know, fabric feel, and that's something that translates. It comes through in the final, which is pretty cool. And so I like that. I like that because it should be, you know, it should be like a fabric. So this is completely flat here. As you can tell, I had to fill in where the neck part would attach to the head, and so this is going to be placed on, you know, something flat like that, and just make a mold of it. Step on me! Oh my God! It's Stephanie. Buenas noches, chica. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's looking good. Emotes! Oh my God, they're everywhere. I should make new ones, huh? I don't know which ones are available. I didn't even look. I don't think any of my monster ones are there, are they? I have no idea. I don't even know how many followers I have. how many how many do you need for like affiliate? I have no idea. I don't know. Nobody follows artists. I've learned a long time ago, um, and this is something important to know, right? So like, if you're, you know, if you're a streamer or whatever, and this is something that like tech reviewers talk about, like people tune in for the tech, right? People tune in for the art. So just get out of the way. You know, just stay out of the way. For me, it's like I like hanging out with people. I like talking. I like working on my artwork. But I'm not a streamer. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not any of those things. I'm an artist, and so if I could do this right here and just kind of hang out and do my thing, then awesome. You know, I make money off of my artwork because I'm an artist. You hire me to do things, I do them for you, get paid. Simple. Everybody's happy. And so, but you know, of course, along the process or the journey, uh, you know, you become appreciative of it. So like, I can't speak for other artists, but at least for me, I appreciate every single person that took the time to watch my video or look at my artwork or hire me to do something. I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it because, um, you know, I may not necessarily want or need or, you know, appreciate whatever it is you're trying to accomplish because that's kind of your dream. The same way as, you know, I don't expect anybody to be like, man, let me help Bot 10 Art because, you know, it's his dream to sell artwork. It's like nobody nobody really does that. You know, but if I create something, it's like, oh shoot, you know, this is pretty cool, and it kind of resonates with somebody and they appreciate it and they like it, and it's enough, you know, to buy a print or whatever. That's something completely totally different, you know. And so that I do appreciate. I appreciate the fact that people understand my art, um, take the time to talk to me if that's what they want. I'll certainly take the time to talk to anybody. I'm not above and beyond, what I do what I do for a living. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like car manufacturers. They're not gonna have like dealerships and stuff. They're like, nope, we're not doing it. And so in art, it's the same thing. I'm very appreciative of everything that comes my way. Like even when I'm on Spooky, it's like I appreciate the fact that, my buddy Squared put me on, and we hang out and have a lot of fun and do our thing. Like, he doesn't have to, but he does, and I appreciate that. And it's kind of the same thing. Like when somebody retweets your work, that's always nice too. Because especially now the way like social media sites are, it's very hard. It's very hard to get like organic views and stuff like that. Like, what I mean? It's all a game, and I'll be the first to tell you that I don't play it. At least not the way I should to benefit myself. Because I don't really have an interest in it. I just want to create art. I want to create cool stuff, man. That's all I want to do. And say stuff like Stephanie. And then sand things for hours so it annoys the crap out of Moon Boy. Grilling for guns. Sweet. All right. We're there, man. We're there. This is going to get a nice clean washing with soap and stuff. And then I'm going to make a mold of it. And once that mold comes out, then we can start making copies. And I can paint one of these live. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah. There it is. A Spawn Pop Magnet by B10A Art. Oh my God. Run and tell everyone. It's the most amazing thing anybody has ever seen. Or just something pretty cool that I can, You're telling? You better. Tell everybody. But yeah. Something kind of cool. I'm going to give my friends this little magnet if they want it. If not, they can, I don't know, whatever. Throw it in the garbage. They can throw it away. I don't think they would. All right, we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to post a link to my Discord and to my link tree and all that good stuff so that you guys can follow along. And then we'll call it a night because I do have to make dinner. Who's streaming tonight? Anybody? Cryptoxic is streaming? There you go. Make sure to check out Cryptoxic. Like I said, I don't know how to do that whole raid thing, so I'm not going to mess with that. I'm not going to do it, bro. Like old Mother Hubbard when she went to her cupboard and yeah, pretty much. Just like that. It's just like that. All right, here we go. So, Discord. We'll drop you right into the welcome. All right, there's my Discord. If somebody wants to jump in, have some fun, that's a good place to go. I'll give you my website. Thank you, Cryptoxic, for buying prints today. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Here's the website. And I am most active on Twitter. Profile. Ah, sì, profile. Molto bellissimo, grazie. I'll get there, bro. Have some patience. There we go. I'm active on Twitter, so you might want to go there. Everywhere else on the interwebs, it is B10 Art. I like to say rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Thank you for all the fun. And I know that you're on to the next great big adventure. And with that, I will say buenas noches, good night. Buenos nachos for those who say that sort of stuff. I will see you next time.